What is up, YouTube? Here I'm bringing you a little bit of League of Legends, and I'm playing Teemo. I think everyone's spawned in right now, yep. I'm playing Hybrid Teemo up top. Whoever doesn't know what Hybrid Teemo is, that's going both AD and AP. I've actually only recently got Teemo, and he's been actually pretty fun. I've had quite a bit of fun with him building shroom forts. We actually turned around a game due to building a shroom fort at mid because they pushed mid really hard, and they tried pushing it once, and I killed 2 of them. Sadly, I wasn't didn't have the wall recorder up at the time. With this, actually this is actually really good. We decided to go against their blue and counter gank, and it really turned out in our favor quite a bit. But with what happened is I killed 2 of them with the shrooms, and which literally made them afraid of mid, so they started going out to the outsides, which weren't pushed as hard, and we were able to split them up and kill them, and they hardly ever went mid.
Minions has spawned.
And even if they did, they would only have the minions go first. So we eventually just pushed their mid to the point where we had super minions and they were just pushing it for us, and we eventually won. Well, I didn't even realize, actually I didn't realize when I was playing that Ashe was right up there. And we actually got first blood with a good gank of Ahri mid. He's going to take a couple hits, and then we're going to steal their blue buff. This was actually a really well game. Normally it doesn't go as well. I've been in a couple blue buff raids, and it did not go well at all. And to be quite honest, I don't even know why Ashe didn't keep farming up top. She could have easily outpassed me with farm, because I did take a while to get up there. But it's early game. You actually do quite a bit of damage for being a little Yordle, and Ashe is gonna start poking me a little bit by auto attacking. I'm just gonna ignore her. I have 2 pots still, and even though I have a ward, I'm gonna save that until a little bit later. See right there, and then I start getting my revenge. And one thing to note really early on is when you go in hybrid build, not only do your auto attacks hurt, so does your poison afterwards. And that's one thing that a lot of people don't anticipate with Teemo, is see right there, and I'll poke again, and just with 1 pot being used, she's lower than me. And I don't even, let's check her build. Yeah, she bought Dorn's Blade, which I think was probably stupid on her part. And she goes trying to poke me again. In the beginning, I'm actually, I let myself get pushed a little bit early on. I am ahead of her in farm. Well, not farm, but experience. And I realized that early on, so I took full advantage of that, playing it safe. And she kinda got pretty, like, I think this is actually where I got my first kill up here soon. And she thought, like, because I'm low health, that she was really gonna get me. She's sitting there hiding in that bush. And I did what every good Yordle should do: sit and hide a bush, go stealth, because then you get that attack speed boost, and then that's all it takes, right there. GG. She didn't even get off an ignite on me, because I don't even think she has ignite. Yeah, no, she doesn't have Ignite at all, which was, again, stupid on her part. She did Flash and Teleport. Right there I started warding because I got that kill, meaning that their jungler, Yi, was probably going to possibly head up top. Although it's actually quite surprising, I didn't see him for quite a bit. I think it wasn't even until like about the 10-minute mark I didn't even see him. And then right here, I took advantage of going back because I was kind of low on health, and I wanted to get boots or upgrade my boots and get more potions. Because that magic penetration at the very beginning is actually very useful, especially for poking. With the few games I have played with Teemo, I've realized that when I didn't get the magic pen boots right away, their poke started becoming stronger than mine. With the magic penetration, with the little MR that they have at the beginning, really helps with your poking, which will push them, which will just keep them more at bay. And then I think here's another altercation where we start getting into a fight, which is here soon. But I also have my shrooms now, which I take full advantage of right away. I love placing the shrooms, honestly, when I'm pushed this far back in my bushes. And then, actually, yeah, Nunu actually came up and pushed her off, although I really didn't quite need his help. It was kind of a nice little boost. But for what I do with my shrooms is I'll normally place it when I'm pushed back towards the tower. I'll place it in my own bush because of bush Wookiees. I hate bush Wookiees. Because look at that poke right there. And it keeps taking damage. She's getting pretty low already. Like, just with, I think it was one hit plus my Q when poison, it got her down to a fourth of her health. And then with another Q, she's half health. I mean, Teemo's poke in the beginning can be so brutal, and it just proves it right in here. So I already got my first kill. There you go with that poke again. And she's gonna throw down with me a little bit. I'm gonna chase her off. I'm gonna throw down a shroom right here, I believe. Yep. Because one thing with your shrooms is once you don't need with Teemo, you don't really need a ward after your first one, because your shrooms will literally be your yeah, right here. She even used her ult, and I'll sit there and I believe my I thought my poison was gonna kill her there, but no. But even if she used her ult right there, she still couldn't get me down before I had to make her run. That just kind of shows how strong Teemo's poke is in the very beginning, and how strong his hybrid build can be. Teemo is very strong early game. He's a little bit weaker towards mid, but once you get like all your items in full build, you are pretty strong for hybrid. And then I placed that there for the possible escape routes. And then right here, I don't know how my mushroom didn't go off at all with Yi, but run back because I thought he was gonna go after me. Just keep poking the minions. I think Yi actually set off my mushroom that I set down there, which was kind of funny because I probably put him injured. There I go, altercating with Ashe again, which is kind of funny because I start lower than her, and she's already at lower health than I am, and she just got there. And then there's just my safeguarding for Yi again. Like I said though, I've been having a lot of fun with Teemo because shrooms they're so fun. And you can be such a troll with the shrooms. I actually like to use him more tactically instead of being a troll with him, by literally placing him everywhere. But right here's another indication. Let her take my shroom, and then came back, and boom, another one. I find it kind of funny that even when Ashe ults and uses her W, it hurts, but it doesn't hurt as much as the damage I do to her. I honestly, I think I actually got pretty lucky with her running over that shroom right there. Otherwise, I don't think I would have. I probably would have killed her, but I don't think I would have. Like, it would have been a possibility of not killing her. So, what I'm kind of saying. Although I probably would have ignited her, but that was still kind of a tricky chance of her not dying. It's for me, I like to get side routes and escape routes is where I like to place mushrooms. With that, it just helps with if you can get someone low enough and they try to escaping, they run right into your shroom, they're dead. I've gotten a double kill that way as well, where I went in, placed them towards our towers, and we got them pretty low for mid, and they tried to escape down towards red buff, and I had a shroom in that one bush that's in between, or that's going towards red buff, and then another one in the towards the river. And with those two, I hit the first person that walked through there, hit the shroom and died. Here's another one where she uses her ult, and I'm just going to ignite and let my poison do the work, which is really nice. Is Teemo's he's something else with his shrooms and poison. Have some shrooms to lay down. Had a stack of 3 that I noticed, so laid them down. And what a lot of Teemos like to do, which I've noticed, is they like to use their shrooms for like in the middle of the lane, which, I mean, it's nice if they hit a champion, because champions like to go in the middle, but more often than not, it's hit by minions, which yes can be slowed down, and then you get like free money from far away. But like I said, for me, I like using my shrooms for escape routes or like utility access. Like if I need to escape real quick, I'm gonna run through each one of my shrooms so I get the maximum amount of like slow and CC so I can escape them, which has saved my life numerous times. And then right here with when you're trying to force a tower, I don't know how she saw my shroom there, actually. I don't know why it didn't go invisible or why she was able to see it. Not quite sure on that one. But when you're pressing the tower with Teemo, and the champion is there, just kind of go in, poke one champion, go out, or not the champion, the minion, go in, poke a minion, go out, and try to poke different minions to help let your poison do the work for you as well. And then right there, I just replaced my mushroom. And then I also like to go stealth on my shrooms. Look at this. This just shows the OPness. With that, one thing that most Teemos should actually utilize a lot more, which I've seen some use, but not a lot that I've played against, is the boost in attack speed that you get after you stealth. When you stealth and then you can go, you get, I believe, a 10% speed boost in attack speed, which right there was literally a kill or run. I don't think I really would have gotten her if I didn't get that extra attack in. She would have had like a little bit of health left after my poison ran out, which it just shows how like awesome Teemo is with this poison. I mean, you don't even have to chase somebody. You can just like, okay, they're at 100 health left. As long as you hit them towards 100 health, they're probably gonna die from your poison. Say if they're at 200 health and you hit them once, which brings them down to 100 or lower, they're dead with Teemo. And then just for giggles, in case Yi comes for me, and then I also like to do this right here.
Purple team double kill.
Is just because I'm mean and I like to harass their jungle as much as possible. Plus, that also helps me realize if Yi does go that way, then I know their blue buff is up. And then right there, I didn't know where Ashe went until she also disappeared. I thought she was gonna go mid and try to hit Nunu or something. But with Teemo, I found that I can stay in lane quite long. As long as you don't spam Q terribly too much, you can stay in lane really long. You can also, okay, this Ashe was kind of stupid. She started off with Doran's Blade, and she didn't buy anything until, God, what is that? I don't even know what it's called. A Rana's Hurricane. Runan's Hurricane, whatever. That thing. Which, I mean, for her, it's pretty good because she can clear out minions faster. Which actually, that's something that I get for Teemo for his hybrid build, because that attack speed just, it destroys. For his team, for the build though, what I get is, you know, the boots first, and then I start working into the Hex Tech Gunblade, because it gives you attack damage, ability power, spell vamp, and lifesteal. So not only with hits you get life, with your poison every time it deals damage, you get life as well. I mean, it might not be terribly too much. Plus, then you can also use it on a champion to deal magic damage and slow the movement speed, which is, I mean, its utility is perfect for a Teemo hybrid build. Like, with the hybrid, you can do a lot of damage really quick with attack damage and magic, because AD Teemo is really strong. Don't get me wrong, AP Teemo is really strong as well. His shrooms, AP Teemo shrooms are devastating. Oh yeah, that's right, my team started losing here and I started going mid to start joining in on team fights. Now, team fights, this is one thing I found kind of hard for Teemo, is because a lot of people like to target Teemo. Like, I didn't realize really that Ezreal was going to be right there, and it was too late, and I was just going for Ashe. Right there, see, Ashe is gonna die by poison, and Xin Zhao steals it. I was pretty mad. I actually was like, who stole my Ashe? So I literally just dived in there for nothing, and that was my first death out of 4 kills. So, I mean, it's not terribly too bad. I actually went like, I believe 6-2 this game, with 3 assists. I normally stayed pretty top while my team fought in mid, which for me, Teemo in team fights, he's useful, but I don't find him that useful unless he is literally the ADC. But in this one, our misfortune was destroying. Right now she's 9-0, or even our Xin Zhao's doing a lot of damage as well. He's 11-5. The only one that's doing poorly right now is Ahri, which is 2-3, which isn't even that bad compared to looking at their team, which their Ashe is 1-6, their Blitzcrank is 1-9, their ADC is 2-7. I mean, it's not terribly too bad. And that right there is actually what I'm talking about for escape routes. Is going back and taking out, you know, possible escape routes for people to go. And then there's me. Even like I don't even have that much damage for AD, and I barely take any damage from it, which is nice. I think at this point in time I'm actually a little bit tankier than Xin Zhao, which is surprising, because since I don't have any health buffs. And then right there is an escape route for people, for their enemy team to go. And this right here, I was kind of being a douche because I wanted to lay down a lot more shrooms, so I kind of stole that blue buff, which I don't know really why Xin Zhao needs a blue buff. I really don't know why he needs a blue buff at all. He shouldn't be using terribly too much damage, which is funny. Right here, I kind of laughed at that. I'm like, I was pretty well like, lol, your ult tickles. And then I didn't even realize that he was coming up there. There's me doing quite a bit of damage to Blitzcrank, which I don't know why the Blitzcrank wasn't doing. He wasn't really tanky at all throughout the entire game. He was pretty low health. I don't know what this Blitzcrank was really doing. Well, actually, I see now on his build that he was building more AP than support and tank, which was another reason why they were losing. And that was a terrible Ashe ult. I mean, it almost got two of us, but it still sucked. And then right here, this is what I like. I'm sitting there in plain sight. Well, not really plain sight, but just stealth right there. Miss Fortune is in that bush, and then Yi goes down bottom, and Ashe and Blitzcrank go up top, and then Nunu's in their jungle, and we see this, so we start heading up. And Ahri's coming down mid, and this right here, I'm going after Ashe, but she does have the lowest health. Ahri kind of steals that from us because it's Ahri, and she gets a double kill, which sadly is I believe all of her kills that she'll ever get. She went like 3 and 5 or 3 and 6, I believe, somewhere around there. I believe so. I don't remember. That Ahri was actually decent. She was just getting bad breaks. Oh, never mind. That was the other Ahri. That's 3-5. Our Ahri's 4-4. She went 6-4. That's what it was. Or 5-4. But that Ahri wasn't bad, but she just kept getting bad breaks and just not being in the right spot at the right time.
Executed.
See right there is another kill by her because she was being greedy.
Shut down.
And yeah, pretty much they're being greedy and fighting on her tower. I literally thought that was stupid, so I went back to my top lane farm, which was a lot of farm right here. And then even with taking all these minions, if you look, if you hit a lot of the different minions, your spell vamp will help out with your health loss. Like, I started losing health, but then I gained it all right there back, and it didn't seem like I lost any at all. And then yeah, there's Nunu and I believe Miss Fortune dying on that one, which is actually Miss Fortune's first death, which is now she's 15 and 1, which is still ridiculous. This is, I believe, is actually quite funny. Is I'll go up here, look like I'm running away, put another shroom down, and stealth. And Ashe is right there, and then Ahri's coming up as well. And I didn't realize that. See, which is awesome, is that even with which I kind of hate right there that the minions took my things, but I got 3 minions off of 2 shrooms that I didn't even mean for. And then, you know, they leave because they don't see me there. And then I go continue with my farm, and then go take that tower. Which is another thing I like about Teemo, is that he can just simply hide like that, and then let things go by, and then continue what he was doing. And then right here, I'm using my Q to hurry up and get back to the tower, so I can push it. Ashe comes back. But let's be honest, I'm not very afraid of Ashe. I'm 2 levels higher than her, and I can out DPS her with no problem. This game is actually pretty almost done. It's 28 minutes, somewhere around there. And then Xin Zhao was also being greedy and fought directly under the tower without any minions being there, which was pretty stupid. He almost died. And I did kill steal that, but I said you should have just waited until minions got down there, and then you didn't have to do that. She probably would have stayed anyways. She's not that smart. Which she's 3 and 8, so it pretty much proves my point. And then here's me still pushing tower, which is kind of funny because Blitzcrank is right there, and on my screen I looked down a little bit, and I saw that he was there, and he wasn't doing anything to stop me. It's not very often you see a Blitzcrank scared of a teammate, and this is just me just trying to get this turret down, so I put down a mushroom to help the minions, since my minions were dying. And then Nash starts coming, I back away. Oh, she ults. Then watch this. I'll be like, yeah, you don't hurt. I come in at her. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. That damage is ridiculous. It's stupid of how much DPS Teemo can do with hybrid. His auto attacks hurt. His right here, I also like this, is I literally went and tried to go back, which is a bad idea. And I tried to dance around my shrooms. That happened. Flash. And sadly, Yi ulted, so he didn't get slowed by my mushroom, which is one of the reasons why I have that there, is so I can slow people. Like Blitzcrank, he got slowed. Sadly, Yi ulted and he got me because he doesn't get slowed while he ults. Which I actually said, like, you're a cheater. You're not supposed to ult and let me get away. Which the opposing team was actually good sports this game. There wasn't much smack talking going around. Our team had some communication issues. Xin Zhao was actually one of them. He was one of those Xin Zhaos that thinks he's a complete beast and he can do anything.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
So yeah, that's Xin Zhao for you. Which obviously, if you see right there, he just died. So for all the people who play Xin Zhao, you're not invincible. You're not God. Not all of you are like that, but I've come across quite a few. And then also, like I was saying for my build, is if you see, I got the Hunting Geist. That gives me more mana, magic penetration, health for more survivability, and a little bit more ability power. Well, then I also got the Hurricane for the attack speed, and look at this, I can clear minions like nobody's business. Also too, one thing about this with Hybrid Teemo is not only do you do a lot of damage to minions like this and you can clear minions well, your poison also goes on each of the minions that you hit, even with the ones that come out of the Hurricane, which is, I think, completely and utterly OP. That works extremely well with a Hybrid Teemo. You can clear mobs so fast. And then this right here is actually kind of funny. I'm going after Arya here. Xin Zhao is doing a lot of damage, but I'm doing more. And like I said, every Xin Zhao somehow thinks he's invincible. And I'm sitting there just like dancing around. I want to go after this Blitzcrank. See, like, look at that. Even at level 13, he's not tanky at all. Like, granted, we out-leveled him by so much, but I mean, that's GG right there. This was a really good game. 23-2 for Misfortune, 14-9 Xin Zhao, 6-2 myself. The only one that really did kind of poorly was our Ari, went 5-7, and our Nunu went 5-3, which was alright. I mean, Nunu for jungling, he's not bad, but you have to have a good Nunu jungler to really do good. But that would be it. Thanks for watching. Like, favorite, and subscribe, and hope you can come join me again.